Today, we are going to speak about SingularityNET AGIX and the ecosystem of this cryptocurrency and how much money should you expect to make with these cryptocurrencies. Because a lot of you have been asking me, what is my prediction about SingularityNET AGIX, this right here, and also SingularityDAO, because it is one of the largest cryptocurrencies built off of SingularityNET, and Newnet. A lot of you have been asking me, what is my price prediction? What am I expecting in the next few years? And this video will try to help you figure out. Also, I'm going to give you my price predictions, and I want to hear from all of you. Leave a comment down below. Make sure you join us. Tap the like button if you like these cryptocurrencies. If you like crypto in general, this channel is for you, so subscribe real quick. Now, this part of the video is brought to you by Decent Hardware Wallets. This is my favorite crypto hardware wallet to keep my crypto safe, because it holds thousands of cryptocurrencies. It uses your thumbprint to get in. It has big buttons and a big screen, so you actually can see what you're doing, not like a Nano Ledger. It's also cheaper than a Ledger Nano, and you can get the 2-pack right now and get a big discount using the links down below. This holds all of my cryptocurrencies, and I love this. I take this all over the world with me. Thousands of you already got this Decent Hardware wallet, and they all love it, and you will love it as well. So make sure you pick up one or two using the links down below, and let's keep going. But Elon Musk has said how robots will basically beat humans at everything by 2030, and robots will be powered by artificial intelligence. And SingularityNET AGIX is one of the top artificial intelligence cryptocurrencies in the world. That's why I'm very bullish on them. And SingularityDAO also is powered by AI, so is Newnet. So these cryptocurrencies basically make up the ecosystem of SingularityNET right here. As you can tell, SingularityNET's ecosystem continues to grow, and there are only a few of them that you can invest in right now, which include Newnet and SingularityDAO. So that is what we're going to speak about right now. And before I give you my price predictions, what am I expecting in the next few months and years for these cryptocurrencies? I want to show you this clip of the world's first ever hotel that literally has robots in it, working in it, and this is in Japan. So this is just a glimpse of what humanoids and AI and robots can do, literally. Like, it is going to replace a bunch of human labor, and a good way to make money from this is to invest in it. Like, if they're gonna take our jobs, might as well invest in them and make some money off of them. So this is a perfect example of why this video is extremely important. Instead of waiting until it's too late and losing your job, well, maybe you can invest right now. This is not financial advice. That's just why I am invested in these cryptocurrencies, okay? None of our videos are financial advice, but think about it. If they're gonna take our jobs and artificial intelligence is gonna be huge, we might as well make some money from it and literally be rich, because why not? Like, why not? So let's get into it. Again, tap the like button, subscribe, and let's speak about SingularityNET AGIX first, because right now it's sitting at 40 cents. Its market cap is less than 1 billion. About 60% of the supply is out, so dilution should not really be a concern. But year to date, AGIX has went from about 4.6 cents all the way up to 66 cents before now coming back down to around 40 cents. So it's basically up 10x for the year alone in 1 month, which is really good actually. And SingularityNET AGIX, this is a website, and we are the leading cryptocurrency in the world trying to build an AGI, an artificial general intelligence, which basically is when AI surpasses humans in terms of how smart they are or how capable they are. So AI is going to be much better than humans at basically everything, and this SingularityNET AGIX is one of the leading cryptocurrencies in the world that is decentralized, that you can invest in right now, and they're trying to build a beneficial AI network for everyone to benefit from. So SingularityNET AGIX, if it had the same market cap of Apple, it would literally do a 4,936x from today's prices, and each AGIX token would be worth about $2,000. Now, I know it sounds crazy. A lot of you are gonna be like, oh, how are you comparing SingularityNET AGIX to Apple? Because Apple is huge, and I agree, I love Apple. Like, I have an Apple device, I'm recording off of an iPhone right now, but think about it. Just think about it for a second. Before you leave your comment and say, oh, you're crazy, just think about it. If SingularityNET AGIX is actually able to build the world's first ever decentralized beneficial AGI, it will be much more valuable than Apple, the company. So I'm not just throwing around these price predictions just to get some views or some clout. No, I really don't care if you're invested or not. I'm invested because I believe that SingularityNET can be just as big as Apple and way more, because AGI will literally be the most valuable invention of all time. Once we create an AGI, it will make Apple, Amazon, Tesla, Google look like nothing. Absolutely nothing. And we all saw how Google, basically, the advantage of Google could be taken away from it very fast with ChatGPT. We know how Microsoft invested in ChatGPT, and that system is already doing much better than what Google released. So people think that these companies will be number one forever. No, there are other smaller companies that are working to take their place. And that is why I believe SingularityNET AGIX can do a 4,936x from today's prices, and potentially way more if it's not going to be easy, but if we create the world's first ever decentralized AGI. So that is my price prediction for SingularityNET AGIX. But in the short term, we can see more volatility for these cryptocurrencies because, again, AGIX is up 10x literally in the past month and a half. So if we go down, you should not be scared. You should not be worried. If you're bullish on AGIX at 60 cents, you should be even happier if we go down to 20 cents, for example. So keep that in mind. In the short term, yes, we can go down, but in the long term, we will do very well. Now, SingularityDAO. Let's take a look at this cryptocurrency, because this is a crypto built off of SingularityNET and is sitting at around 80 cents right now. Its market cap is less than 100 million. About 57% of the tokens are out, so dilution also should not be a concern. But year to date, it's gone from about 18 cents to a high of $1.40 before now coming back down to about 80 cents. So it's also up about 5x for the year, which is pretty good as well. But SingularityDAO is one of the world's first ever AI-powered DeFi platforms. So it's basically decentralized finance where you can control your own portfolio, but it is powered by artificial intelligence. So that's what sets it apart. And it basically, they have something called Dynasets, which basically buy and sell for you at a good time to make sure you maximize your returns. It uses artificial intelligence. There's a launch pad where you can basically launch new cryptocurrencies and many other services as well. So this is unique also. And when I think of SingularityDAO and I try to compare it with some of the largest companies in the world, I really think of Berkshire Hathaway, for example, because SingularityDAO, again, is a place where you can manage your portfolio. And Berkshire Hathaway is the old way of managing portfolios. So it's basically Warren Buffett, one of the richest investors of all time. He's the one that founded Berkshire Hathaway, and people put their money with Berkshire Hathaway so they can grow their money in a safe and reliable way. So Berkshire Hathaway is basically like a portfolio manager. That's how I see Berkshire Hathaway. And when we compare it to SingularityDAO, if SingularityDAO had the same market cap of Berkshire Hathaway, it would literally be worth about $11,993 per SDAO token, which is about a 15,122x from today's prices. And also, just like with SingularityNET, reaching Apple's market cap is not going to be easy. SingularityDAO also has a lot of work to do. So if in the next 10, 20 years, we can reach this same market cap, that will be amazing in terms of return. So it's going to take some time. We need to keep growing. We need to introduce new use cases and products and services for SingularityDAO. So it's just getting started. But that is the kind of potential that you should expect if this project is successful. Again, if they are successful. But also, in the short term, if it is volatile, if it goes down a little bit, up a little bit, sideways, backwards, down, like left, right, anything can happen in the short term. But in the long term, if they continue to grow and be valuable to the world of cryptocurrency, then I believe SingularityDAO can do amazing things. And let us say we don't even do a 15,000x. Let's say we do 1,000x, right? 1,000x can literally turn your $1,000 investment to over 1 million. So that is the power of SingularityDAO in my opinion. Now, Next, we have Newnet NTX. This one also sitting at around 8 cents. Its market cap is less than 100 million. About 50% of the tokens are out, so dilution can be somewhat of a concern. But anyways, year to date is up from about 9 cents all the way up to a high of 11 cents before now coming back down to 8 cents. So it's up about 10x also for the year, and it's been doing really well. Now, Newnet is a global economy of decentralized computing, and Newnet is building a globally decentralized computing framework that combines latent computing power of independently owned computer devices across the globe into a dynamic marketplace of compute resources, and people get rewarded in the NTX token. So basically, you can mine Bitcoin directly from your devices with Newnet, for example. I watched a whole interview of Ben Gersel, the founder of SingularityNET, and he was speaking about the vision of Newnet, and they want to work with Bitcoin miners to make it much more efficient, for example. So Newnet is basically a platform where you can have access to global computing by connecting different devices, any type of device. That is what they're trying to build. And also, again, it's not going to be easy. It just depends on how many people actually use Newnet. So if nobody uses it, then obviously the value will be zero. But if they continue to grow, and they're powered by also artificial intelligence, okay? So if they continue to grow, then the value of Newnet, I believe, will be also extremely good. Now, it's really hard to compare Newnet to any other cryptocurrency or any other company. I was thinking of maybe IBM, like maybe IBM is kind of doing with the same thing, but then I was like, you know what, not really. So let's just compare it to Internet Computer Protocol. If Newnet had Internet ICP's market cap of 2 billion, one NTX would be worth about $4, which is an upside of 50x from today's prices. So Newnet is really unique, actually. There's not many cryptocurrencies, let alone companies in the world that's doing what Newnet is doing. So the fact that it's powered by SingularityNet also makes it very interesting, and it has a lot of potential as well, but there's a lot of risk with Newnet also. So a lot of you, again, have been asking me, what are my price predictions with SingularityNet, SingularityDAO, and Newnet? And that is my opinion. If they can continue to grow, some of these can literally do 1,000x, 10,000x, and potentially way more in the next few years. But again, it's not without risk. But SingularityNet, I believe, in my opinion, if I had to choose one. So I know some of you are going to ask me, which one would I invest in? SingularityNet, SingularityDAO, or Newnet? And honestly, I would probably definitely choose SingularityNet. Now, this is not financial advice, but in my opinion, SingularityNet is like an Ethereum, right? Ethereum. And we know how there's a lot of applications built off of Ethereum. Well, that's what SingularityNet. SingularityNet is like an Ethereum, and SingularityDAO is built off of Ethereum, or SingularityDAO is built off of SingularityNet, and Newnet is built off of SingularityNet as well. So that is why if I had to choose, I would probably choose SingularityNet. But that is why artificial intelligence is the future, and why I am very heavily invested in AGIX.